It's 105.7 The Point. Lux joined in studio by Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk himself. How are you?
Good. Is your name Lux or Lex?
Lux, L-U-X, Lux.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. I'm kind of a little bit starstruck, actually. Not only is he the Hulk, but IFBB, Mr. America, Mr. Universe multiple times over. Celebrity Apprentice, I love you, man. I mean, you've been doing just about everything. What haven't you done in the last couple of years is the real question.
I've done everything. I mean, I'll just take it day by day. I enjoy being here, especially St. Louis. I'm excited about this Wizard Comic-Con this weekend.
I think this is the first time that St. Louis has had a Comic-Con, so it's a really big deal.
It's going to be a huge hit. The pre-sale tickets are selling like crazy.
Absolutely. I took a comic book class in college, believe it or not.
Really?
And I did my project on the She-Hulk. And I know that there's a huge market for it here in St. Louis. Lots of fans of not only your comic, I mean, Stan Lee's going to be there. You know, this is kind of a weird question, maybe. You've been around to lots of cities. I know you did Portland had one already. I know Chicago's got one. Do you guys get to hang out, you and the others that are coming to Comic-Con? Have you been hanging out with Stan Lee? Do you guys have dinner?
Sometimes it depends what you are. I have some friends, like for example, I'll probably have dinner like I've done in the past with Stan Lee. This guy is 90 years old.
No way.
He has more energy than you and I put together.
Amazing.
And I'll tell you, when you're with him, you can feel the energy. I mean, he'll work nonstop, 8 in the morning till 10 at night without a break. 90 years old. I mean, he did something right in those comic books.
Yes, but I feel like he deserves like a massive vacation. He deserves like retirement and relaxation, but he would not have it, I bet.
This is his vacation, doing this.
So do you get to see anybody else? Dean Cain, do you guys get to hang out? I always wonder, because, you know, when bands go on tour together and they do multiple cities, sometimes when they have a day off, you know, maybe they get to spend time together.
I usually like to hang out with the staff of the Wizard Comic-Con. I enjoy that because sometimes, you know, you have other actors. Actors are actors. I'd rather just be with the people that I enjoy being with.
That's the truth. Now, I have to ask you, I was a huge fan of you getting to play yourself, and I love you, man. Would you let Paul Rudd sell your house? Would you let him sell your house? No.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie. What's it like playing yourself?
Well, you know what happened a long time ago? I did a movie called The Godson with Roger Dangerfield, and the producers on King and Queen invited me to be on the show as a guest. So then it became a recurring role for 7 years. Then one day, John Hamburg wrote a script with me in mind. He said, I hope you like the script. It's called I Love You, Man. So I read the script. I said, yeah, if you could add a little more scene to it. And then because I just love the idea, because everyday life I go through that because of my neighborhood, the Hulk. I mean, people calling me the Hulk. So they decided to incorporate that in the film business.
I was going to say, it's probably one of those things you can hide. It's not like you walk down the street with a baseball cap and people don't notice you. They see your arms from like a mile away and are like, here comes Lou Ferrigno.
3 miles away.
Was it fun doing the reality TV show? That's a totally different experience, I've got to imagine, doing Celebrity Apprentice and everything.
Celebrity Apprentice was tough because the way I put it, it's like you're going through a deposition. Then you go into court. Then you don't know if you're going to be guilty or not guilty. So it's the same thing because you're dealing with 18 egos. And Donald, I mean, I love the guy. He allowed 18 celebrities raise money for the charity. But the hardest thing for me is dealing with 18 egos.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for the music field, especially like Magician. Then you got like George Takei from Star Trek, all in one room.
That's a lot of personalities.
Well,
That's a lot of personalities.
When you put
strong ones.
A bunch of actors in one room. You got a bunch of crazy people.
You sure do, which is why I assume you probably hang out with the Wizard folks who are putting together Comic-Con. Just to kind of stay down low, right?
Exactly.
Well, this is your first time through St. Louis? Have you been to St. Louis?
Yeah, I've never done a show like this before in St. Louis. That's the first time, and I'm looking forward to a very big show because it's great for the city and it's great for families, especially now with the economy and because of so much depression. People want some entertainment, and they can bring the children to it. It's not like you see an excessive violence or bloodshed, but you're going to see something in person. You see many different celebrities. They have comic book artists that draw different characters, clothing. Like you could buy yourself a beautiful corset with different models. Yep.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I've never experienced anything like this. Hopefully I'll get a chance to check it out. It does start tomorrow and it goes through the entire weekend, which is very cool. I'm just like so giddy over here. I'm going to have to ask you to lift me up later. I know no one on the radio really cares about that, but if you get a pair of strong arms like this, swoon. go ahead, right? Yes, you'll
Good
allow
idea.
it. All right, you guys can check out the video of this interview with the Hulk, Mr. Lou Ferrigno, on my blog, 1057thepoint.com/Lux. Comic-Con is going on. There are some tickets still available, but it is a few and far between situation, I think, because they've been selling really, really well. And the first one is really something cool to be a part of. So cool of you to come in and stop by at 1057 The Point.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we will talk to you again. Anytime, come through St. Louis. You stop by and see us. We'll get you some Provel cheese, some toasted raviolis, maybe some Emo's pizza or something St.
Thank
Louis
you,
for
Lex.
you next time.